How's it going, guys? My name is Alex.
Good evening.
And welcome to a review of the best tactic to beat AI, Superstar and Legendary. For Legendary, I made this video on mobile a while ago, but for console, I'm trying to get used to the mechanics of just console gaming in general. And obviously, I'm advancing to a level where I think I'm comfortable beating Superstar. Maybe this video will be helpful to you, just because there are so many events that Konami is dropping, and some of these require you to beat AI just to get better rewards, get more GPs, and maybe in the future there will be coins as well. So oftentimes Konami gives you these events to get a free try on the player cards as well. And this is the tactic. I bought the Gasperini manager, which I made a separate review about, and I think realistically you don't need him. But I would like to say that playing quick counter against AI is probably the best option. Sometimes you probably want a little bit more defensively solid formation, but this is very aggressive, very attacking, and this is my sub tactic. So activate that when I want to score a goal quickly, and it's very direct. I want to give the ball to my attackers and then play 1-2 between them. Obviously, there is more subtleties about beating AI. I would say that playing finesse dribbling, a little bit of fake shots is a good idea, just because that will allow you to create more space in attack. So the formation looks like this. You can play with two attackers. If you prefer playing wing play more and you prefer controlling the game in the middle, you can drop down your center midfielder. And this is the formation that is the default pretty much, but I like it with long ball counter. So this is why I like Gasperini, just because I sometimes start with a long ball counter and then I proceed with quick counter if I want to. And it is so flexible. I control the midfield, that is important. And then my wingers or left-right midfielders, they will be jumping in and making the runs, because there is space for them to run into. And they will be scoring goals. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into some games and try to beat a Superstar AI. I was kind of surprised by the amount of people saying that they are playing my league, or playing just AI events, or playing just AI in general, just because their connection, especially on mobile, is terrible and they cannot enjoy this game without stressing too much. I mean, the Legendary especially, and I haven't even tried Legendary on console. I will probably make a separate video about that. But Superstar and Legendary difficulties, they will create these stressful moments for you, but at least it's something that is under your control, and you're not worried about like lag input or delay or like whatnot. So that's where I will be talking about my team. My team is completely free to play. I didn't buy any coin deals to get players, and all of my players were packed for free with my saved coins on streams, and there are videos on my channel too. You can check it out. And like, I was extremely lucky, because I think it's core of your team should be, as we're losing possession there unfortunately, and Mbappe is just so clinical. These are the events from the Player of the Week, like tries, free tries, and I needed the 100,000 GPs in each of them, and I played this on Superstar exclusively in the span of like last months, and these are the games from these events. So the core of your team, I think, should be defensive midfielder and two center backs, and I'm really lucky that I got Cannavaro, Thuram, and Rodri exactly for these positions. And this is what I'm doing here. I'm gonna be narrating about these attacks. This is actually quite nice, because look at this switch, 1-2, quick 1-2, and I noticed that Bellingham was through, and this is what I'm talking about in my formation, how I build the formation with 4-2-3-1, and that's where this Bellingham is going to be running into space, especially given that he has the whole player playstyle, and he has good dribbling, as you can see over here. So we equalized, and that's Neymar with the finesse dribbling. This Neymar as well is the star of this game. Look at the finesse dribbling with L2, and you can do the same by swiping the joystick on mobile. And this is very underrated. Many people just spam double touches or like play 1-2, expecting the game to assist passes for them. And they forget about the mechanic that is very, very overpowered, and these are cutbacks. And this is what exactly Neymar did there, and we managed to win so on the first try as well, as you can see the previous here, and got ourselves 100,000 GPs. Let's try again. This is another game for the Player of the Week event. Where I think if I'm conceding first, I mean, I would suggest you can of course quit the game and start again if you just don't believe that you're going to be coming back. I tried to come back even if I conceded first, but some of the games I managed to score first, and even then I could have easily, this is actually a good choice for you, I guess, play 2 bars defensive, play 6 at the back and hoof the ball. I wasn't doing that for the purpose of like filming this video and talking about over the game or the footage, so I wanted to play like fair. I wanted to win fair and square against AI, and to show that it is what kind of method I'm using. You see, I'm double pressing a lot. I'm using the second man press, but I think what I'm using is wise, because I'm trying to ensure that the second man who is pressing is usually, as we are conceding. Oh no, yeah, we're like some of the goals. Like, you see, this is where you were bound to concede, I think. But it's still good because you still have time to come back. But that's where second man press, I usually try to press with my midfielders rather than pulling my defenders out of position. So just be a little bit aware and be a little bit careful about that. So that's where I'm playing, like as you can see, I'm playing now quick counter. Because I can see that and I need to come back. With Gasperini you can do that, you can switch to another playing style, and for me it's a different formation too. So very good option on console. On mobile, it's manually, you need to go into like pause menu and switch it if you need it, but it's just like very tedious, so I wouldn't be doing that probably. And there you go, a little bit of finesse dribbling. My Kuba is very fun to use. I'm really happy that I got him. I didn't even think that I would be like enjoying him so much. And there you go, again, a little bit of finesse dribbling, L2 dribbling. I'm pausing, I'm letting the momentum follow with my defender. Like my defender predicts that I'm going to be running into the channel, but I'm cutting back, and that's how we are equalizing. We still have some time to equalize, and that's the counter attack. Both quick counter and long ball counter offer you these openings in attack, and somehow there you go. There's Pires, double touch, actually like a double touch exit, whatnot. There is a special name for this skill move. Tell me in the comments, by the way. And Pires is scoring this goal. Very fun goal, and I'm real happy because I didn't want to go into penalties or extra time against AI. It's really tedious, and I'm not really a big fan of playing against AI. And there you go. This is very fun. Special double touch, step on ball control. That's why I gave him that skill. I believe that it creates more separation. It's not only like a baller move, fancy move, but it also creates separation. Again, we're playing on one bar defensive, and I just wanted to win this game, whatever it takes. But I only started playing this, of course, after we scored the goal in the 90th minute or whatnot. Yeah, 85th minute. We collect the reward. Let's pray again. And I just think that it's all about consistency and trusting the process. So we are trusting the same formation, same set of players. And of course, maybe you just have a new team and you may be struggling. And that's where I'm doing reviews on free-to-play players almost every time they're dropped in like nominating contracts. And I think like look at this Chomini, I might have, that's actually a nice one too, from my opponent's mistake as well. So these quick counter situations, most of the goals that you're going to be scoring are mistakes of your opponent in online games. So the same happened there against AI. Look how many defenders are out of position, pulled out of position, and we're scoring that goal with Kubo, who has like only 85 finishing, or 86 maybe. And he still managed to score it like with, yeah, pretty much a decent angle, I would say, but sometimes goalkeepers could save it. And so yeah, if you play, if you have a completely free-to-play team, I advise you to buy to get Chomini from Match Pass, which you were supposed to buy, but this was with saved coins, so you could have easily saved like 500 coins, I think, for that Match Pass, or maybe 1,000. It's not a big deal. And he is immense. You can play him instead of Rodri. There's a lot of free-to-play defenders. Kante, which I'm gonna be making a review on, is a fantastic midfielder. So Konami gives you these tools. It's just like you don't get them instantly, so you need to grind. And it's all about like how committed you are to the game. As we're winning again, and this is another like this is actually pretty challenging. This team was probably the hardest to face. Just because of that Mbappe, and he's just so clinical. Just as mine as well. So this free Mbappe, by the way, Konami gave the French national team version of Mbappe. And Takefusa Kuba. And again, look, you can learn a lot from AI too, I think. When AI is dribbling, just notice the patterns and try to replicate. As I did the knock-on there with Mbappe and scored. Let's stop bins, you can save these. And we're leading, and there's absolutely no need to play on defensive. I just switched to long ball counter here. And again, look, first touch, boom. And that's... You also do these actions, and again, there's what Mbappe wanted to do there, Tony Adams cleared, and also you can give weighted pass to your players, and look how quickly I switched. That's what weighted pass gives you, also low lofted pass too, but I don't remember which exactly skills Tony Adams have, but I remember that I gave my defenders weighted pass, all of my defenders, right back, left back, center back. On mobile, for sure, on console, I'm about to get there. And this is exactly these situations. These were the games before Gasperini was dropped, so I was playing with Rijkaard, and I was either playing on Lombo counter and then looking the game is not allowing me to string like 2-3 passes and control the midfield, I would switch to a different playstyle. But now that there's Gasperini, I think Gasperini is just so clear. Many people have been using either quick counter or long ball counter. Basically, no one was playing possession. And for me, possession is still nice, but I think I noticed that they made long ball counter a little bit more aggressive, and I just don't think that possession is just as rewarding as scoring a very nice goal there, by the way, with Snyder, which I really like because I started learning and mastering the first time skill moves a little bit better. It's not as straightforward on console as it is on mobile. It's just like not you swipe one button and it activates the first and double touch for you. This is a little bit more complex, but for people who have been playing console games for a while, it's not a big deal. But outfit color of that Snyder, Mado. This is a crazy goal. I really like that one. And yeah, you can of course train, and look, after playing against AI, I learned how to control the tempo of the game and not rushing as well. As you can see there with Wilshere, I had a chance, I was 1 goal ahead. I could have played another pass, but I wanted to try a long shot. He doesn't really have the finishing for that, and yeah, maybe it's not a good idea. But there you can experiment with skill modes, you can control the tempo, you can cut back a little bit, pass, recycle the ball, pass to a center midfielder instead of like rushing, because most people just play vertical passes online, and as annoying as it is, just like auto assist just lets them get away with that, and maybe even sometimes score goals where, yeah, this is a bad mistake for me. Yeah, just let people allow AI to control the ball for them in terms of like vertical passes and just get away with that. And fair enough, this is how the game works. It's not about like you complaining, oh no, just so automated defending, so automated passing, so automated. It's more about like how you can, as we are almost conceding there. Like this is last minute panic as well, by the way. Konami, man, stop it. Yeah, so this is where I would say you gotta just adapt it. This is how the game works. If you're not always gonna be complaining, probably try a different game. It's just a mechanic that is a little bit unfortunate that it is in the game, but that's how Konami decided. That's intentional. Do you think that they wanted to? If they knew that it pisses off so many people, they would probably change it. But it's intentional because they know it balances the game and allows people to enjoy the game regardless of the level. Although if you're playing against good opponent, you're gonna get smashed most of the time anyway. So there is that. And these chips, I mean, AI wants to cook me there. I tried different goalkeepers, but I think Courtois so far is my best goalkeeper. The only downside, he doesn't have low punch, so I'm trying to just, I don't know, experiment, play like throw the ball far away, and this is not as exciting game currently, but we need to score goal, trying to win these headers. And look how essential for me is like to have tall, physical, fast center backs. And Thuram and Cannavaro are like, I cannot even ask for more. And even though there is like already like 3 different versions of them have been released, I'm still very happy with my cards. There is a nice one too, and a running behind that you will probably only get in long ball counter or quick counter playstyle. Because look, Mbappe, I asked him to do that, but at the same time, he just held that player off the ball as well. Very nice goal. And then again, we are controlling the game with long ball counter here. And there is the switch. Petit, 1-2. And there is the triangle. We're playing... Nice. Exactly what we wanted. I think currently I'm playing 4-1-2-3. It looks like it is the case. Look, 3 attackers up front, 1-2. I baited the AI, and you can do the same with real opponents. I baited them that I'm gonna be turning back, but then I turned inside again. Look, this is actually so nice. This is the easiest skill move in the world, nothing fancy, but allows you to win the games. So I hope this video was kind of useful for you. I was yapping for like 10 minutes. I mean, I don't know if you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, and if you want me to post another one with a legendary gameplay, I will do so, and I'll see you next time. Peace.